From race to grace, building the beloved community. On this journey, we listen, we learn, we honor, we celebrate. I find myself at the intersection of race and sexism. Love is here. Spirit is here guiding me. And I am celebrated. I can now do my part in building the beloved community. I'm sharing some photos that will take you on a journey of moments and people who have contributed to the foundation of the beloved community and have contributed to the flight of the blackbird. At the end of this journey, you will see an art piece that represents what a blackbird looks like when it rises into its divine state. The blackbird is she, and he, the blackbird, is me. It is the we that is the I. It is the all that is included in I am celebrated. Enjoy. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes, you know you can see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly, into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird fly, blackbird, you know we can fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings, you know we can fly. All our lives, We were only waiting for this moment so we could heal. We were only waiting for this moment so we could feel. We were only waiting for our true self to be revealed. Blackbird, fly!
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Camarilla Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Reverend Kristin and I'm the spiritual director here. Just to let you know, we are 100% virtual, which means all of our offerings are currently online. So whether you've been with us for 45 years or today is your first time, please check out our website. Our website has the most up-to-date information of what we're offering at this time. Also, if you would like to sign up for our newsletter, you can do that right out there on the front page of our website. Click sign up for newsletter, put in your email address and hit submit, and then you'll receive an email on Thursdays each week with the most up-to-date information. If you are not seeing that email in your inbox, go to promotions, search on what's happening or Camarilla Center for Spiritual Living, and then go ahead and then drag that email over to the inbox. And then from there on out, it will show up in your inbox. Yes. My attitude is gratitude. I am so full of gratitude to have you join us today and to also be a part of our community here at the Camarilla Center for Spiritual Living, where we believe in a world that works for everyone, and that is our vision. I'm going to stand up and dance as Jennifer, Russell, and Michael Gayle lead us in our congregational song, Opening Up in Sweet Surrender. Join me. Take it away.
Good morning, Camarilla Center for Spiritual Living. We are delighted to be with you this morning. I'm Jennifer.
I'm Michael.
And we're going to open up in sweet surrender. Join us. Move your body. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I'm opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I'm opening. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. Oh, would you join me in coming into your heart? Smile at your heart. Love your heart. This beautiful center of the universe that is you, the divine presence I am. Oh, and let's open up our hearts to each other. Let's smile to each other's hearts How wonderful to be on this journey with you. You be you, and I'll be me.
Hello, loves. I'm Susan Elizabeth Espinosa, a prayer practitioner in training with the Camarilla Center for Spiritual Living, and it is truly my honor and a blessing to be able to share with you our affirmation for the day. And so why don't you go ahead and just get comfortable. Take a breath in and out. And let's say today's affirmation together. Love acts through me, and the law of love frees us all. Take that into your heart one more time. Love acts through me, and the law of love frees us all. This is mighty good stuff. One more time, and breathing it in. Get it right down into every single cell of your body. Say with me. Love acts through me, and the law of love frees us all. So it is. Now let's go into prayer. I'm just taking a look at the green of nature, sounds of birds, ever abundant earth. And so I'm so very grateful to know that there is always and only one thing happening, and that is God. And how grateful I am to know that this also moves through every single cell of my body. God is good, God is joy, God is wisdom, God is truth. Each one of these are a blessing in my life and in yours. And we're blessing today this service in the Camarilla Center for Spiritual Living. It is so good to be together today. It is always so joyful when we have a chance to connect. And so I bless this service. I bless Reverend Kristin as she is speaking today. As she is speaking so beautifully and filled with inspiration from the One. I bless our music because the music is so joyful. I bless this technology. It is this technology that allows us to come together and spend time with one another. Isn't that good? I speak a blessing into my life. I speak a blessing into your life. I speak blessings right into your relationships, that they are peaceful, joyful, and calm. Into your finances, that they are as ever abundant as the greenery you see around you. Into your health, that it flourishes, and that it is balanced, and you are feeling good and joyful in your life as I am in mine. We breathe this in and exhale all of the goodness in our world. And as you step into this day, your day, know that each step you take is taking this blessing into your world, into your life, and into your community. And that is good. And that is God. And so I just say a big heartfelt thank you. Thank you to the One for providing all of this richness around us, diversity of life. And thank you to the universe. And I release this prayer. And together we say, and so it is. Amen.
1, 2, 3.
We're better together, one mighty song. We're better
So lovely to be with you today. Oh, we are wrapping up this month. All month we've been talking about one journey, many paths. One journey, this journey called life, and opening ourselves up more and more to spirit, God, or the universe, whatever you want to call it, and opening ourselves up to live the best life that we can imagine living, and recognizing there's many paths to get there. So we honor all paths to that one thing. This week, on my couple days off, I went off and I went camping, and I took my two little dogs and we did some beach camping. And I'm sharing this story with you because it reminded me how when we're so focused on something, how we might not be able to see everything else that's around us. So at about 3 o'clock in the morning, my one dog woke up and needed to go out. So I climbed out and we went for a little walk. And at nighttime, I used either the moon or the Big Dipper as my reference point. And I couldn't see the Big Dipper. And the sky was so bright and everything else was so dark that there were more stars than I've seen in years. So we took a little walk, and on our way back, I stopped and I'm like, where's the Big Dipper? Like, yeah, how can you miss the Big Dipper? It's the biggest thing up there. So I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking and trying to see through this mass of stars, and I couldn't see it. And then I stood back and I saw the beauty of all the stars and soaked that in. And this month we've been talking about, instead of just thinking about spirit, to actually test out feeling it. And in that moment of the awesomeness of the super quiet early morning hours, with the ocean waves crashing, and then the entire sky just for every star for my eyes to see. And then I glanced down and I looked back up, and there was the Big Dipper. The Big Dipper, there were so many additional stars around it that I didn't recognize it. I didn't recognize that it was there the whole time. So even in these awe moments, these moments where it's so beautiful, once I let go of what I was expecting to see, or trying to find something that I termed lost, once I let that all go and I just relaxed into the moment, what I was actually looking for revealed itself over time. So jumping into today's talk title, Ernest Holmes' Science of Mind, textbook 25.3. The inherent nature of man is forever seeking to express itself in terms of freedom. Freedom, Ernest Holmes states, is our birthright. Our birthright, that when we come into this thing called life, that we are free. We are, and then if we get caught up in things in this humanness of it all, that our goal is to release all the bondage, to release everything that's holding us back, and to experience freedom. Now, the bondage, it could be relationships, but it's also what we have trapped in our minds. Our minds from previous experiences or things that are going on in our world consciousness that we pull and we hang on to. that part of this is releasing that into this idea of pure freedom. And that we are to, it's a never ending road. It is constantly something that needs to be practiced as we learn and we practice and we continue to walk through this thing called life. It's more than just to dream about it or think about freedom, though. What would it be like? How would my life be? How would I be somewhere else? All of those questions. Instead of being in that situation where we're asking all those questions all the time, to actually live it, to embody a life of freedom, and then become a lighthouse or a way shower for others to see that it's possible. At Centers for Spiritual Living, there is a global vision, and we believe in this global vision as the Camarilla Center for Spiritual Living, and we continuously work towards that vision. And the vision has many parts to it, but I'm going to share a part with you right now. We envision a world in which we live and grow as one global family that respects and honors the interconnectedness of all life. A world where this kinship with all life prospers and connects through the guidance of spiritual wisdom and experience. Once I experience freedom and once I understand that we are all connected, that we are all from that one thing, that one spirit, that one universe, that one God, and that we are all connected, and that is sacred. It is sacred with people. It is spirit. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna stick with the word spirit today. I'm gonna try to stick with the word spirit today because there's so many names for it. Spirit also lives in everything. Our plants, our animals, everything on this planet has spirit living in it. Spirit is not something that is just out there and out there and out there. It is, but it's also within here. Louise Hay had this to say: love is never outside ourselves. Love is within us. So taking the time, capturing the time, and really taking the time to understand that the love in which I cultivate within me is part of this journey in my lifetime, to love what is within me and who I am, and recognize that I am love, I am unity, I am freedom, because we all are. And I need to be able to feel it and be it and think it to change my life. So I have, and I know that I have the love is inside, and I embrace that. This idea of freedom, there's many, many different levels to it. But this idea of freedom is not just something that we dream of or we think about. What would my life be if I did this? If I didn't get caught up in this? To stop all that discussion that we have with ourselves and just start living a life of freedom, living and feeling what it's like to not have any discord in our life. in a class earlier this week, there that I taught, it just said live and let live. And that has stuck with me all week, that I can live. And if I just let everybody else live without judgment, really without judgment, and doing no harm, and just live. So I focus on my living, and I do what I can to reduce the judgment that goes on in my mind about things that I see out in the world. And I am not going to be completely free until everyone else is free. I have a duty, I have a call to action to have others have that same experience. So that's why it's continually working. It's a continuous process. So by saying that we live as one global family, and by saying what I read, and here's the second part of it, we envision a world where each and every person has enough food, a home, and a sense of belonging, a world of peace and harmony, enfranchisement, and justice. Okay, if I look around my world right now and look outside, it doesn't actually look like that feels true, that statement. And I am taking this on as my mission and vision of what I want to see. Okay, so that we're equal, that we are all equal humans on this planet. And being able to say, hey, that equalness doesn't connect because there's people being caged up and killed and tear gas sprayed on them. And we can't be free until we respect and honor all life. Okay, so we just because I don't have all these things happening to me right now, my brothers and sisters and siblings are. And to be able to see where it is unjust, and to be able to speak up or move in some sort of action step to assist with that, to say, this is not right. This is not right. So we agree that we are all equal. Secondly, we need to have laws and our actions to reflect what's actually going on. So Kathleen Benjamin, our practitioner, had a piece of artwork that she shared today in video form. The video form, it's Black History Month, and then starting in March, it's Women's Month. Anyway, that connection of those two, where she shared where those that life isn't reflecting what she sees or what's happened in the past, and how moving through, in her sense here, was an art piece, and using her beautiful voice to share and to connect with us and to educate us. That's how we move forward. So she's using her gift, or her many gifts, to help raise the consciousness on this planet, or raise the consciousness with the people that engage and watch and are willing to learn, that's one way that we make change. So these laws, these laws that we have going on, and I'm going to stick with Black History Month, but you know, we see police brutality. We see police brutality, and when something looks unjust and then is termed unjust, and then the officers aren't charged with anything, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense in the minds where we're people wanting to see justice. That's where we start to see that there is an inherent racism going on in our country, and that there are human laws that probably need to be looked at and changed the way that we do things, so everyone can be treated equally. Here is an example of that. There is a couple in Northern California that bought a home and put, I don't know, $450,000 into improvements. And after 5 years, they put it on the market, or they were going to get ready to put it on the market and sell it. And they called an appraiser to come in and give them an appraisal on the house. And it came back, and the husband and wife were like, wow, this seems pretty low. And they happened to be a Black couple, and they called a friend of theirs and said, hey, this doesn't feel right. And they explained it, and the person agreed. So the person said that yes, she would come in and pretend that she was the owner of the house using the same names. So she switched out some of her family pictures and replaced the ones that were in the house, so it looked like she was a true owner. And when that appraisal came back, it was $500,000 higher. So the question is, or is that just was it blatant racism that because you're a person of color, right off the top, we're going to discount the value of your house by $500,000? Okay, it happens all the time. This is just one thing in this last 2 weeks that has surfaced where people are treated differently. They are not treated equal. Those are the kinds of things that are uncomfortable to look at. They're uncomfortable to think and even imagine that it happens. And at the same time, there are people that live that every single day. Yeah. So when we're uncomfortable about something, or when you're uncomfortable about something, do you continue to avoid it? I know that there are some things in my life where I'm just like, not ready to look at that yet. And it makes me uncomfortable. But that uncomfort continues to grow and grow and grow until it becomes in my face, and I have no other choice but to deal with it. And this idea of people being treated unjust, we're at this boiling point of something must change. Something must change. This is not right. And thirdly, when we come together, we're better together. I love the song that Jennifer and Michael did together about being better together. The more that we come together and we are of the same, not even of the same beliefs, that we come together and we work the power of 2 or more gathered, amazing miracles happen. Prayers snap They just come into manifestation. We working as a team with qualities such as love and unity and freedom. We're all different. We're all unique. We're all unique expressions of that one beautiful spirit. But coming together and using our unique gifts to change and to rid ourselves of the laws and the actions to allow this sense of freedom, this greater sense of freedom to flow into my life, as well as to flow into your life and to flow into the lives of everybody on this planet. Emma Curtis Hopkins had this to say. He did not seem to know it was necessary to free himself from prejudice as from the belief in matter. It's all connected. It is all connected. And once we open our eyes fully and see beyond, just like I was talking today with me not being able, so focused on seeing one thing, so focused on seeing the Big Dipper out there that I missed the beauty and the awe of everything else around me. To be able to open our eyes up and our hearts up and to actually feel spirit, to feel what's happening on our planet as we are trying to evolve. Okay, because you can feel it that we're birthing into something new and it is uncomfortable. And the question is, what's mine to do? What is mine to do in this? What is yours to do in this? What is freedom got to do with it anyway? And freedom has everything to do with it. We are here to explore and to be able to live our best and grandest life that we can imagine. That is yours to do now. Free yourself up, love yourself, get to learn who you are within, and know that it is divine, that you are divine, that you are a precious, sacred one from the one. And to claim that and to claim your birthright of freedom, to release what no longer serves us and to stand in the glory of who you are, and to raise up yourself and to raise up those around you, and to release putting people down and holding people down in order to think that you're further gaining some momentum of superiority. So today, this week, as you step out into life, however you step out in life, prior to doing that, just take a deep breath in and ask yourself a question. What is mine to do? And I'm going to open my eyes and I'm literally going to see what is happening around me. And how do I want to participate in that? So we're going to wrap up this talk today with a quote from Ernest Holmes. We should always ask ourselves if what we wish produces harmony, and then be sure there is no hurt in it to anyone. Blessing. Now let's go into prayer. Get yourself comfortable. Get yourself comfortable in a place so you can receive. So you can receive. Keep your eyes open or closed. Prayer works either way. And take a deep breath in with me. Hold it. Let it go. And another deep breath in. Hold it and let it go. And one more breath in and let it all go. How good it is to come together. How good it is to come together with my global family, coming together, breathing together in rhythm and unison and in unity, love, and freedom. So right here and right now, I recognize that there is only one thing happening, and that is spirit. That spirit runs through, in, and as me, as it runs through, in, and as everyone. This one power, this one presence, this one spirit is ever evolving and it is everything. And I know that I am connected with that one thing because I am a child of spirit. Each and every one of us is a child from that one thing. We get to uniquely express and bring into our world our gifts to continue to evolve as humans, to evolve and exchange and have the most beautiful lives that we can imagine. So I claim for each and every person here that they have abundant relationships, that what I put out there, the love that I send, the beauty I send, and the peace that I send, and I walk in my daily life, that I attract those with those qualities, that goodness, that graciousness, that compassion. And I know that our relationships are bubbling over. I know and I claim that right now, each and everyone's needs are met. That right now, I have everything that I need. And that if there is a need for money, or if there is a need for relationships, whatever it is, I stand up and I claim for myself that money flows easy and effortlessly to me right now. Right now. And then I know for my body temple that it is working in divine right action, that it is working as it knows how to work at its best. And I reach out to doctors or whoever it is if I am in need for a boost in my health, because they too are spirit. It is all one global connected thing that is happening right here and right now. I am so grateful to be able to recognize this truth. I am so grateful to be able to speak this truth. And in speaking this truth, I know that my prayer is already in action in the mind of God. It is already spoken. So I speak it and then I move my feet. I move my feet in action, as Ernest Holmes would say, treat and move your feet. So in gratitude, I release this prayer. I release it. I let it go and I let it be. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. You are loved, you are seen, and you are honored here. So until next time, be well. Now it's time to give. So if you have the gift for the Camarilla Center for Spiritual Living, please get it out. If you've sent it in already, we thank you, thank you, thank you. We are a 501(c), so all of our income is based on gifts, contributions, and tithes from you. So join me. Hold that amount in your mind. Hold it in your mind of the gift that you are giving so graciously today. And join me in saying our affirmation. This gift I give is God in action. I send it forth with joy, confidence, and ease. I am blessed by the law of giving and receiving as I now share my good with life, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And if you are wondering how to give to the Camarilla Center for Spiritual Living, we have multiple ways. You can mail your checks to our P.O. Box 2360, Camarillo, California 93011. We have text to give. You put in the text number and follow the instructions, and very easy to set up and use. You can also use PayPal. All of these links are down below as well as on the screen. And lastly, if you would like to sign up for electronic giving, please contact our office at 805-484-1137, and we would love to get you the forms and answer any questions and just to connect. And as Meister Eckhart said, if thank you is all you said, it is enough. Thank you.
It has been wonderful to be with you today. Thank you, beloved Reverend Kristin, for that message, and practitioners, thank you for holding us in the heart of prayer. So let's celebrate as we close this service. Something wonderful is happening through me, through you, through us. You ready?
I'm ready.